In today's YouTube video, we're going to discuss how you can become that girl. Honey, what a way to ruin my introduction! Now, this trend has been going viral on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm seeing that girl everywhere. I sat down and I reflected, what does that girl actually mean? And what kind of connotation is everybody interpreting it as? Now, the reason I mention that is, it adds a lot of pressure to a lot of women. I was looking at it and I was like, okay, so girls are waking up at 5:30 in the morning, they're having their smoothies, they're going to the gym, they're journaling, they're reading, they're doing this full-blown skincare routine, and I was like, oh my god! I'm not that girl. And then I sat back and I thought, okay, let me not be so negative. This is actually a very positive trend. And actually, when you break it down, it really talks about how you can be the best version of yourself. But here's what I want to do. I want to simplify it and I want to make it actually achievable. So in this video, I'm going to break down how you can truly become that girl. By the girl who I can sit here confidently and in the most humbling, unarrogant way, I can say this about myself, that I've seen myself go from rock bottom, depressed, anxious, not having a clue what I want to do with my life, to now running 2 multi-million-pound companies, thriving with 70 employees, and messing up half the time but figuring it out. And trust me when I say, it's a lot of work, but you can do it too. So tip number 1, I would say, probably the tip that changed my life completely. I never used to be a morning routine person. I used to hate waking up in the morning, found it so difficult. And this one tip kept me so consistent. And it was to wake up half an hour before my alarm. Now the reason I'm saying only half an hour is because so many people, woof, she saw a squirrel. You saw a squirrel? Did you see a squirrel? I'm gonna let her off her lead. Go on, have fun. So many people put so much pressure, especially on like these viral content, to wake up at like 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning. But if you're waking up at, oh my god, buttons, calm down. There we go. But if you're waking up at, let's say, 8 o'clock every single morning, and that's the routine that you've had for a very long time, and now you're being told to wake up at 5:30 in the morning in order for you to become that girl, that's a lot of pressure. But if you're waking up half an hour earlier to now 7:30 in the morning, you have this brand new time slot of half an hour to do a lot of work. Now you might not think half an hour is a sufficient amount of time, but in half an hour you can smash a home workout, you can go for a run, you can walk your dog just like I do some mornings, or you can just get mentally prepared for the day ahead of you. So tip number 1, wake up only half an hour prior to your current alarm. I don't know when my life changed.
Oh.
Did you get that, Uncle? Did you get that? Okay, so tip number 2 is you need to become organized. I cannot stress that enough. I run 2 companies with nearly 70 employees, and this means I don't have time to be pushing things back. I need to get things done ASAP. In order for you to become that girl, you need to start compartmentalizing and organizing everything that you do in your life. Could I get a cleaner to help me clean and do things? Would it be more efficient? Sure, but you know, I kind of like doing laundry. I like doing my own thing. So what I need to do is I need to set time, and I need to actually make things happen instead of pushing them back. So my biggest tip would be, if something requires only 1 minute of your time to do and execute, do it in that very moment. So if that means doing the dishes right after you meal prep, just do the dishes, get it out of the way. If something requires you a little bit longer, then make a list and set a deadline right next to it. By giving it a deadline, you're actually going to make that deadline happen. I once heard a quote, I can't quite remember who it was, but the quote said, if you give yourself half an hour to do something, it will take you half an hour. If you give yourself 30 days to do something, it will take you 30 days. So you need to start really putting time slots on what you do. I've already told myself it should take me 5 minutes to hang this laundry, no longer, because I don't have any longer to give it. It doesn't require any longer. So start organizing your day, organizing your time, and make everything work around you. That's how you truly become that girl. So tip number 3 for me would have to be, if you want to be that girl, that ultimate girl, the girl that no one can even compare with, the girl that other people go, how did she do it? The truth is, you got to stay consistent with absolutely everything that you set your mind to do. Let me explain. It doesn't matter how talented you are. It actually doesn't matter how blessed you are. If you cannot stay consistent, if you cannot work hard, you won't have what you want. That's the bottom line. Consistency, hard work, and discipline prevails absolutely anything. That's why I keep pushing into your beautiful mind. Stick to a program. Stick to a training regime. Don't just go on Instagram and find random workouts and do random things every single day. As much as I'm so happy that you're moving your body, and I genuinely am so proud of you, if you really want to be hitting those big goals, genuinely want to change your life, consistency is absolutely everything, and it will prevail anything. I get my ass to the gym 5 times a week. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 3. But guess what? I've been training for 7 years of my life and I haven't stopped. It's become a habit, it's become consistency, and it's become the one thing that now I look at and I'm so thankful I did. It's not just something I tick off my list. So if you want to become that girl, I want you to pick one goal this week or this month, and I want you to sit down and tell yourself, I'm going to attempt to do that one thing for that 1 week or those next 30 days. And that's exactly why, if you go back to my old video, we did something called 30 on 30. Now this concept is, for 30 days, for 30 minutes, you do something that you've always wanted to do. So I chose to walk every day for 30 minutes. And if you mess up, you go back to day 1 and you start all over again. The point is, you're trying to build a habit. So if you want to be that girl, please stay consistent. You gotta, okay, this is not part of the video and it's not sponsored in any type of way, but listen, I bought this little car diffuser from Neo. Not sponsored, guys, I tell you, life-changing. My car always smells like eucalyptus because I put eucalyptus oil in there. It calms me down, and I'm not a calm driver, I'll tell you that much. If you're on the road, Krissy's coming for you. Beep beep, zoom zoom. So the aim of this video was absolutely not to put it down on this trend, because I think this trend is actually very, very aspirational. It makes you think about your life currently, and it makes you think about, what can I do to like really focus on myself? And you guys know, like, my quote and what I say all the time is, do this for you. Do something that is genuinely going to elevate your life. And the reason I keep telling you to do that is, first of all, I see you all like my little sisters. I've never had a sister, but I just feel like a big sister. I've always felt like that to you guys. And the way I perceive it is, you have one life, right? One precious, beautiful life. Whether you think it's beautiful or not, that's in your mind also. So you got to start reverting your mindset, because if you keep putting so much energy and the negative around you, that's all you're going to think about. And that was me not long ago. Like, all I kept thinking about was the bad things that kept happening to me in my life. And elevating your life, that this one life that you have, is so effing powerful. It's so exceptional. It's something that you should just like be craving to do. However, what I don't like about this trend is the pressure it puts on us. The pressure that we have to have it all figured out. Listen, I don't need to be doing 10,000 skincare routines to be that girl. But what I do need to be doing is telling myself that I'm going to try my best. It's telling myself that I'm going to attempt to give it my all. And it's telling myself that for the first time in a long time, I'm going to stay consistent for my health and my happiness. So I hope you learned something new in this video. And I hope, like always, it reassured you that, you know, you're not far off, you've got this. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I love you always and forever. and I'll see you next time for another YouTube video.